Today I'll share the recipe of a very interesting and exotic dish of Indian cuisine that's called stuffed potato. We love stuffed vegetables and gravies, and this one is very special because we have stuffed it with cottage cheese and has a very unique, sublime and mild flavor. And this recipe has no onion garlic, so it calls for a try, and believe me, it tastes quite awesome. If you have festivals around the corner or just wanted to try something new, try out this recipe. You will love the sublime flavors of this taste. Stuffed potato in Su's Food Corner style. Hey guys, I am Subhankari and I welcome you all to my channel Su's Food Corner. I hope you all are doing great in your lives, and if you are new to this page, do subscribe to my page and do not forget to tap the bell button. And thank you all for loving my channel so much and liking my videos so much. So let's start with this recipe. So for this recipe I have taken here whole boiled potatoes around 400 grams. I have peeled them. Some are medium size, some are large, and if it's a medium size potatoes like this, just leave it because we'll just cut it and stuff. And if it's a large one, I'll just divide it into two parts so that both the parts can be stuffed. And see, this is looking good now. So for the stuffing I need to make this hollow, so I'll just remove the center part. For that I'll just make a mark, and in a circular way I will move my knife and make sure I will leave some space from the edges. This is very important. So in this way I'll just move this knife to make a round circle like structure, and then I'll insert my knife and loose the potato so that it comes out easily, especially the center part. In this way, see, and do not just insert this knife in a hurry or in a zip, otherwise this may come out from the other side because it's just a boiled potato. So carefully scoop out this potato. You can always use a scooper, but I have shown here using a knife, and in this way I'll take out the middle part, see. And now you can just cut it evenly using a you can do this method using a spoon also, but I have used it I'm doing it using a knife here. So this comes out very easily because this is a boiled potato. And after you have done this, make sure you clean this potato because this will otherwise look quite messy. So just I have used a spoon here and I have cleaned the sides, and see how beautiful it's looking, perfectly scooped out. And I'll just cut the bottom part a bit so that it can be placed. So just gently cut the bottom part or trim it just a bit so that it can stand on its own, somewhat like this. It's perfect. And if by chance some potato breaks from the side in this way, do not panic, this too can be used, but just don't cut the bottom part at this stage. Leave it in this way and just show you how we can use it. So I have just made this beautiful potato shells and I've scooped out the potatoes from middle, and see how beautiful these are looking. Some are half and some are whole potatoes. So this is done. Let's prepare the stuffing. I have taken here paneer or Indian cottage cheese around 100 grams. These are my homemade paneer. And apart from that, I have taken here some cashews around 8 to 10 and roasted Bengal gram or chana dal around 1 tablespoon. If you do not have roasted Bengal gram or chana dal, you can always use gram flour or besan. But if you have this, you can soak this too for good 10 minutes, and then will just make a puree out of it. So this is done here. And then I will make another puree of 2 large size tomatoes, 1 inch ginger, 3 to 4 green chilies, depends upon your taste, and 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Just blend them together without water and this puree is done. Then for the stuffing I have some chopped cashew nuts, or you can take some peanuts around 2 tablespoons, chopped green chilies 1 tablespoon, and grated ginger around 1 teaspoon, and some dry spices here. Kashmiri red chili or paprika powder you can take around 1 tablespoon, turmeric powder 1 teaspoon, black pepper powder half teaspoon, and chaat powder, very important, 1 tablespoon, and some black salt to add to the zing, and garam masala powder. And all purpose flour or maida 2 tablespoon I have taken here to coat this beautiful potato shells. Few chopped coriander leaves around 2 tablespoon. So first, to prepare the stuffing, I'll just mash this paneer with my hands, and this looks like this, and to it I'll add the potatoes that we had scooped out. It's optional, you can only stuff this potatoes through paneer, but I love the taste of this potatoes and paneer mixed. And to it I'll add other ingredients. There goes some green chilies, ginger, cashew nuts, coriander powder, black salt, some chaat powder and the black pepper powder and the regular salt, because black salt we have only added 1 teaspoon. And now mix everything and prepare a mixture. And now we'll do the stuffing, and our stuffing is looking good now. I'll just make small round balls and then I'll stuff this inside the potato shells. And as this potato is not damaged, this can be stuffed very nicely. See, and after you have stuffed this, just make sure you just make a dome shape on the upper surface, and then using your fingers just move the potatoes in this way, and this will give a very nice look, and it will just make it a perfect shape of a stuffed potato. This process is very important. This gives a perfect look of a beautiful stuffed potato. And if it's broken in this way, so we are just going to gently press so that this comes together, and then take a small amount of stuffing and stuff it. Don't make the dome shape initially, just press it so that the stuffing goes in gently, because as it's already cracked, so we have to be a bit careful. And then make the dome shape in this way, and again clean the edges, and then again press it in this way, moving the potato so that it binds all together. See, it's looking good now. And as I had said, we had not cut that bottom part initially, and now we'll cut it just a little. And this is important because had we cut the this part initially, then this would not have been possible to stuff the potato. So that's why I had said we'll cut it afterwards. So this is looking good now. So in this way I will stuff all the potatoes, and see, and then I'll make a slurry. I have taken added 1 tablespoon of water in 2 tablespoons of corn flour, and I'll make a semi thick slurry, and then I'll add half teaspoon of black salt, and then give it a nice mix. And this should be a thick, I mean semi thick batter. See, in this way it's looking perfect. And now I'll take 1 potato and I'll just dip it in this way, the stuffing part down. And if this potato is okay, so I just need to coat the batter on the stuffing, especially on the dome part, and then I'll wipe the excess slurry, just clean the excess slurry. See, it's good. And for the broken ones, dip it in the batter and let the slurry ooze out. Don't wipe it, and this slurry will gradually seal the cracks in the potatoes. So see, just leave it, let them drop down, and these are looking great now. And to fry them, I have taken oil, any cooking oil, and I have heated it on high flame. This is important. Just heat the oil on high flame and then reduce to the flame to medium and add the potatoes. Adding the potatoes in the hot oil will instantly glaze them, and they will change color, because our motive here is not to cook the potatoes, they are already boiled. We just want this to be nicely golden. And see how beautiful these potatoes are getting the color. This is what I was talking about. It will just take around 2 to 3 minutes, and see, beautiful golden fried potatoes. And now nobody can differentiate if your potatoes was cracked or by chance it was broken. So this is looking great, and see how nicely the dome shape is proving that this is a stuffed potato, not just a regular potato. So this is looking great now, and let's prepare the gravy. And I have used the same oil that I had used to fry the potatoes. So I have added around 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil in a kadhai, and I have heated it on medium to high flame. And when it's heated, I'll add some whole garam masala, that is few whole spices, 1 to 2 cardamoms, 3 to 4 cloves, 5 to 6 whole peppercorns, and you can also add your cinnamon sticks, and 1 to 2 bay leaves, and then half teaspoon of asafoetida or hing. Just mix it till nice smell comes out, and now lower the flame to lowest and add paprika powder or Kashmiri red chili powder and turmeric powder. This is very important. You have to lower the flame while adding the dry spices. And then I'll add the puree that we had made of tomatoes and spices, green chili and all, and now mix it nicely and increase the flame to high at this stage. Cook this gravy on high flame for good 3 to 4 minutes. Add salt according to the gravy, and after 3 to 4 minutes of cooking on high flame, now reduce the flame to medium and cover it and let it cook for good 7 to 8 minutes. And I have recorded this whole procedure. The gravy has water content of tomatoes and this will evaporate, and this steam will make to cook this gravy. So this is looking so nice now, and after 7 to 8 minutes, see, as what I was talking about, steam cooking, and the oil has oozed out. And if you are not using roasted chana dal in the cashews, if you are using besan, add 1 tablespoon of besan at this stage, because oil has oozed out and you need to add the besan at this stage and then fry for 2 to 3 minutes so that the besan gets roasted. And if you are soaked the Bengal gram or chana dal with the cashews, then you can always make the puree and use it at this stage. Now I have added some coriander powder, around 1 teaspoon, and I have mixed them. This gravy, this color is looking so nice. Just fry for 1 to 2 minutes. See how beautiful the oil has oozed out, and at this stage I'll add a handful of curry leaves and mix it. Adding this curry leaves will just give a nice punch to this gravy, as we are doing this gravy, making this gravy without onion garlic, so this adds a very nice flavor. And finally goes garam masala, and this whole time I have cooked this process on medium to high flame, and see how beautifully this masala paste, spice paste has roasted. So now to give it that rich look, I'll add the cashew nut and the roasted chana dal paste, and it transforms instantly. Give it a mix and cover and let it cook on low flame for good 5 to 6 minutes. And after 5 to 6 minutes, the spice mix has again released oil, that means it's completely cooked. And now add water according to gravy. I have just added around 1.5 cups, completely depends upon your choice, but this recipe calls for a thicker gravy. And then add the potatoes and let it sit on this gravy. That's why we had cut the potatoes from the bottom. And now pour some gravy on the top of the potatoes, just little, in this way. And now again reduce the flame to lowest, cover it and let it simmer for good 5 to 6 minutes or 10 minutes max, till you see this gravy releases the oil and it's looking perfect. The potatoes have absorbed all the flavors, the gravy has thickened, and my stuffed potato curry is ready. And see, I have served them. Perfectly stuffed potatoes with cottage cheese, flavored with chaat masala, some green chilies, and I'll show you by cutting one potato how perfectly it's stuffed to perfection. And then pour some beautiful gravy and you can enjoy this delicious dish with some naan, roti. I had actually made one pulao. It's called sweet rice or it's called kanika, and I'll share the recipe, and that goes very nice with this recipe. So enjoy this beautiful dish of potatoes, stuffed potato in a gravy without onion and garlic. I hope you have liked the video. If you have liked the video, do give a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and do not forget to subscribe to my page. See you in next video. Till then, stay safe, love life, and happy fooding.